Hey, I am finally starting a new sculpture. Sometimes I'm a little slow in getting sculptures done, but I am building another life-size sculpture, and I decided I'm going to do the Incredible Hulk. Having a full-on sculpture video, post in the comments below. I'm a little demotivated because I only get like 2 views per sculpture video that I do, so it's kind of depressing. This particular sculpture, I wanted to give it a very dramatic look. I have some references, and you can see it my iPad in the lower right. I've been using quite a few of the movie. You know, one of the great things about having an open mouth is I can use the mouth as a vent, so when I fire the sculpture, most likely it's not going to explode. But you know, sometimes it could break. As you can see, it's starting to take some shape. I'm adding some of the structure. I'm also determining like what I'm going to be giving him for features. I realized that the Hulk has got very short nose and very tiny ears compared to the face. Then I moved outside, and it's so much better like working outside, especially when it's a nice day out. I just had this addition made in my house, so I can finally come outside and enjoy the day. And now, scooping out the brain. This is when you have to remove most part of the inside of the head and the torso, because you don't want to fire the sculpture when it's completely solid. It needs air to kind of like escape when you're firing the kiln. So you have to make it about 1 inch in thickness throughout the sculpture. Now you just add the skull. It's a rather easy process to add the skull. It's a little intimidating at first, but it's very easy to do. The key is to get your surface very wet and then use a tool to kind of like make little lines in there so it becomes like a suction sort of thing, and then you spray it quite a bit with water, make it really soupy in that surface. And you do the same thing for the skull cap. You know, wet it, make a bunch of indentations in the skull cap, and then put it together. Make sure you push firmly down so it adheres properly with the head. What tends to happen if you don't push hard enough when you fire it or let it dry, there's going to be like some cracks running along the side of the head where you join the two halves together. You know, I admit I have quite a bit of a hard time doing the hair, but I think I've managed a little bit. Hulk's hair looks terrible, even in the movies and stuff like that, but I am working a little bit towards it. I'm kind of looking at antiquity for sculpture ideas for hair, and hair, you don't want to do strands or create texture. You basically find where the hair starts and where it ends and try to like put it that way and in clumps. I don't think you want to make like Hulk's hair very strandy and stuff like that. In the movies, it tends to be kind of fuzzy, but in sculpture, that tends to look kind of bad. But hair is one of those things that's very difficult to do that I find. Well guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys subscribing and hitting that notification. It keeps me a little bit motivated to keep doing these sculptures. It's a little depressing when I get like 2 views per video. Alright, thanks guys. See you in the next video.